Welcome to the kill count where we tally up the victims of all of our favorite anime. I'm your host Justin A. Gutierrez, and today, I'm looking at episode 3 of Dandadan. It's a Granny vs. Granny clash, which came out in 2024. This episode we get introduced to Momo Grandma Seiko, and she helps them trained, and not much to say for this episode. I think it's a good episode, and yeah. And for the record, you all might not like this kill count cause for what kills I counted, but who cares? How many people died? Well, let's get to those kills. The episode begins with Seiko using her physic power on a celebrity. After the show's end, she head off to a taxi where the driver sees that she's the Santa Dodoria. So she decides to walk off. As Turbo Granny is getting ready to finish of Mano, Seiko comes through with her bet to save the day, and yet another title card. Turbo Granny tries to attack, but goes into flames cause Seiko has a barrier around Turbo Granny. Seiko beats the living hell out of Turbo Granny, and Turbo Granny says that if Seiko kills her, Ken will also die. But Seiko doesn't care, and then boom, Momo wakes up in her room. She goes downstairs to see her grandma watching TV. Momo asks if she's seen a boy nearby, and Seiko says that she killed the spirit. Momo gets mad, and Seiko doesn't care cause Momo doesn't believe in ghosts, and that's her own grandma, a faker. Momo apologizes about everything, and Seiko says to go check the main shrine outside, and Momo runs praying he's not dead. She opens the door and sees Ken alive, and Ken doesn't remember anything. Momo is mad for some reason, and Seiko comes up behind her. She lets Momo know that as long as Ken is inside there, that Turbo Granny won't appear. And Seiko asks if that's the guy she into, but OFC not right. Momo lets her grandma know that she has physic power now, and it helps Ken control Turbo Granny. Seiko gives a backstory about Turbo Granny. Turbo Granny used to be called the 100-kilometer, and our granny, and one day she went into a cave and merged with the earthbound spirit, and since we see it, Ima say fuck it, and Ima added to the count. Seiko says since it can fault that he should worried about it, and Momo should just forget about him. But then Momo tempers something that Ken she loves says, and she insists of helping Ken. And Seiko thinks she's talking about Ken, so she brags that Momo loves the boy. Seiko says that Momo gonna play tag with Turbo Granny since she thinks she all fast and tough. And if it works, she will be tired enough that even the kids can overpower her. Momo says she can't even run and want her grandma to do it, but Seiko powers only work at Kamigo City, and if she leaves, her powers won't work. Momo still thinks she can't do it, but Seiko says it's not her who has to. It's Ken that has to. Seiko gives some workout tips to help Ken, and for Momo to train her physic power. Seiko tells them to sleep before they train, but tells Ken to get some reps in. Ken tells Momo that he's sorry about the alien and how he wants to save her next, since she saved him. Momo says she's not mad.
Then why'd you go and slam the door in my face before?
Well, that was,
I knew it! You are disappointed in me!
Momo says she gonna save him next time and goes to get Ken something since he's sleeping outside. And then he see famous idol Shoma, and that he has a secret child and not even 20 years old, so good job Seiko. Ken needs to use the restroom but can't sing. Momo needs to watch him, and neither of them wants that. Momo also says that her physic power works by her seeing his aura and picturing grabbing it. She can also see aura-free any object so she can pick it up. Seiko says that Momo should try using her other senses, so she does, but it doesn't really work. Ken says nah bro and runs into their restroom, and when they chase him, boom, he's already using it. Seiko says that Momo has lost her full power but can work her way to find it. And oh crap, Turbo Granny here. Turbo Granny says whoever can looking at she can curse and kill, and they don't go to the tunnel tonight, she kill everybody. Ken and Seiko wake up and Seiko wants answers. Seiko lets them go so they can fight Turbo Granny, but before they go Seiko hits Momo saying not for her to die. And the episode ends with Momo all pissed cause she doesn't want Seiko to die and she wants to stop Turbo Granny. So how many people died? Well, let's get to those numbers. I counted yet again 1 kill. And it was another spirit just like the last episode. Best kill god obviously goes to the spirit and no worst kill devil. And that's it. Dandadan episode 3 came out in 2024 and it's a good episode. I'ma take a little pause and do a recount on the end by Ed's World. Then after that I'll cover Dandadan eps 4. So until then be good and I love you all.